Alright, continuing to part 4. Let's get straight to it. Right here I got Madagascar Escape to Africa. I first like to point out that I like the movies and I like the games. But for the movies, I've only seen the first two. But I never saw 3. So I'll eventually see it, so I mean I know they're probably making a 4th one since the 3rd one was a success. So another thing is that I didn't care for the story that much. As you can see me looking at the case. You got Alex here, Marty, who's played by Chris Rock, and you got Alex played by guy not in the museum. Ben Stiller. There we go, Ben Stiller. Then you got the Penguins of Madagascar, Penguins. Yeah, you got the Penguins of Madagascar. As I said, I didn't care for the story. I just wanted to play the mini games. Like you got musical chairs. You got Marty right here on a big ball. Pun intended. And you also somewhere in the story you get to play as the Penguins. And you pause if you want to read this. You ride a fucking alligator or crocodile. I can never tell the difference. But this, I didn't care for the story. Spoiler at the end of the game, Marty gets the hippo. But you can't say the girl. Well, you can't say the girl, the hippo girl. There's another mini game is a diving board. Where you start on this diving board and then you jump. And if you push like X at the right time, you could get up, way up in the air. Like let's say you get to 100, you like jump 1,000 meters up, something like that, and you have so much time to do so much tricks. So yeah, I do recommend this for family, but playing this alone, nah. Even on hard, it's still kind of easy. Penguins of Madagascar 2. I think they made a 3rd game. Yeah, they did for PlayStation 3. I was about to say PS Vita. So what the fuck? Yeah, Alex. To me, on the movies, the Madagascar franchise should end at 6. Because they're probably gonna make a 4th, 5th, or 6th one. I mean, just I don't know about 5th or 6th, but yeah, good game. Don't care about the story, but good game. Right here, you got Crash Bash, PlayStation 1. I wrote Crash, even though he looks nothing like fucking Crash. You got his sister Coco, his cousin Crunch, who's not really in this game. You got some mouse. It's some person. He looks like a mouse. He wears a red jersey and gray pants, or is it the opposite? Nah. The story is for this is Uka and what's his brother's name? I forgot. And they fighting and they want to say who's better. So they get these teams and they have to Crash Bash, fight each other's in different games, different places. First, you'll play as Crash. You can play as anybody. For the first round, you'll get the trophies, like for all the stages, and then sometime later, you have to come back and get the crystals and get the gems. The gems will be like some kind of stipulation, like you're playing basketball. It will say like your partner has 17 and you have 12. You have to get the 20 before your partner does. I mean your opponent. And the crystal would be like you have 10 seconds to get the 20 points. You have 15 points, right? You're playing basketball. You have 15 points. You have 30 seconds to get to 20. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of hard for the gems and crystals. You can read that. I had to remake part 4, so like I said in the last video, part I've already done all my videos. I just need to upload them. If for some reason I couldn't upload part 4, so I had to redo part 4. Also in the comment section, and this video if you want, or the last video of the PlayStation collection, give me some ideas. You can give me some ideas if you want for a new topic video. Right here you got Crash Nitro Kart. This game, this was supposed to be originally a sequel to Crash Team Racing 2. Crash Team Racing. This would be called Crash Team Racing 2, but something happened and it became Crash Nitro Kart. I would say this is the weakest out of all the Crash racing games. I didn't care for the story for this one, but playing this with your friends, now unlike Madagascar, this is fun even by yourself too sometimes. You face this green guy. It's not the same guy from the Tech Racing, but he's in this game too. I feel like that guy should have faced the other green guy as the main villain. Yeah, Crash. I like the stages for this game. I will say that. See that? What else can I say? I've said that this is the most out of all every game I've ever had. This is the most that I've bought the most. Like, I would keep losing it or breaking it, and every time I would ask my grandmother to buy me one. So like, I think I've had it 7 times. Yeah, I think it was 10 or less times, but out of all, this is the most. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10 IGN. Just kidding. I'll give it a 6 actually, 6.5. Right here, you got Crash Tag Team Racing. This game, I thought this was a fucking sequel. I thought this was the first team racing in the main series. But I looked, like, some years later, I eventually knew that this wasn't the main sequel in the main series. You know, because you have the main series, and then the spin-offs. You know, and this was actually just a spin-off. I thought this was the main sequel. Like, I thought this was a sequel to Quiz to Insanity, because you can see how Cortex look in this game. But no, it got, what, the sequel to Quiz to Insanity is Crash Wrath of the Titan, I think. Yeah. So you can play mini games, you can play bowling in different ways. The story is you come to some town and fuck. You see the bowling here, and and it's an open world. I'd say second best, actually no, the best open world Crash game ever. We'll get to my number 2. So Crash comes to this place where something's happened and you have to, race stuff. You see, you can combine 2 cars together, which is why it's called Tag Team. I've always done this, always. Like, moving on. I would always combine with a person, and then once we're on the final lap and I can see the finish line, I would go. So I mostly will always win. You got also have stunt games, like you can flip your motorcycle and cars. So yeah. Right here I got one of my dream childhood video games, Tigger Honey Hunt. This game, I've beat it so many times, but the thing is, I've never had a memory card to save it. Like, all these years I've been pissed. Like, I just got this last year again, and then I still don't have a memory card. I played this on my PlayStation 2. It was somewhere in my apartment, but I can't find it. Yeah, this had to be my third game ever. So you can see that. Yeah, you get to play as Tigger. I feel like this was a Tigger movie version of the video game, but you get to play as Tigger, and like the Tigger movie was about Tigger. In the comic section, let me know who's your favorite Winnie the Pooh character. But yeah, childhood video game. One last thing about this. The story is Pooh's throwing a party and Tigger has to go get some honey. And that's basically it. You get the bounce and everything like Tigger. I wish I was Tigger you know, I get to tell with the women, blah blah, you know. Right here, Quiz Twin Sanity. Favorite game of all the Crash games in the main series. Better than 1, 2, and 3. That boy. So yeah. This genius. The soundtrack, outstanding. This everybody has says that this was the last great Crash game. I don't know if they meant like in the main series or in general, but I definitely agree if they meant by in the main series. You got Cortex. This takes place 3 years after Wrath of Cortex. So yeah, you got Cortex was very funny in this game. Like he changed. He was still kind of evil in this game, but you got Cortex. You got Cortex's niece / daughter. I mean, in this, like there was at this point where he says, "Oh my niece." So we don't know if that's actually his daughter or his niece. So yeah, you know, Crash and Cortex. No, this is the part where you get them roll together. So you see what they do, and so 10 out of 10 IGN. I mean, yeah, awesome. And you got the case right here, and that's about it. And let's do the part 4. Cut it. You have failed the test.